Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we have another Patreon shoutout video? That's right, this video is for those who donated $5 or more to me during the month of December, so for those of you who did, thank you very much. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. These are the names of those who donated $5 or more during December. We have Isaac Beaker, Mathan Sivanason, Aaron Smart, Zezlek, Daniel Papke, and others who would rather not be named. So again, thank you guys very much for donating to me during the month of December, and for everyone who has ever donated to me on Patreon for the course of my having it, thank you guys very much for your patronage. Thank you for supporting me in that monetary fashion in which you chose to do so. I started Patreon when I was having a little bit of trouble covering the rent, and at this point, I don't have rent to cover right now, and so this is going to be the last thank you video. For now, at least. Maybe some point in the future I'll start Patreon again, but for now I'm done with it. And so, for those of you who did donate while I did have Patreon up, thank you guys. It does mean a lot. It really does. I say this every time, but it really does mean a lot to know that you guys are willing to help me in that way. And it's just nice, and it really did help. And even if it wasn't necessary at every time, like I wasn't like gonna die, or be evicted if I didn't get that money, it provided me with a little bit extra where, I could, like save up for more equipment or treat myself now and then. So it's just nice. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you guys. It was nice. It really did help, and I might start it up again some point in the future, but I don't count on it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Now, if you guys are dying to donate to me, of course, I do have at least one donate button at twitch.tv/riz_Grestar, but I'm just saying, so like if I'm ever streaming and you're there and then you're like, hey, I want to give this dude $1, you can do that. I'm just saying, like, because some people feel bad that Patreon's going down, and I'm pretty sure that's just for the perks that they're missing out. But if it was because you still wanted to support me a little bit more, I guess that would be one way you could do it. Anyway, to give you guys a little more of an update on my life just right now, because why not, that's what I do in these videos. I'm just going to school again. So currently I am a full-time student in college again. I'm only going twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm at school, or at least I'm away from home like 13 hours both of those days, because I leave home at 8 in the morning and I get back at 9 in the evening, because I have 4 classes back to back. 3 or 4? No, just 3 classes back to back, and then I have an evening class and a different evening class, on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's why I'm full-time, because I'm taking enough credits that way. But yeah, so it's only 2 times a week, but those days are exhausting, because it's just like I'm there all day, and then when I get back home, then I have to record or whatever. So that's been interesting. I'm kind of used to at this point going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just like getting there, having a 9:30 class to begin with, and then going until like 1:30 kind of thing, and then going home. And so having just 2 days, but being there all day those days, it's definitely a change. It's very nice having a 4-day weekend every weekend so far. It's very relaxing, but at the same time, having that much of a break, it really makes me hate Tuesdays, because it's like, oh, here we go again, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm still on the path to being an English major. I actually declared an English major this semester, because before I was taking classes geared toward the major, but I never actually declared it. But financial aid was saying that they were not going to give me financial aid unless I had a major declared, even though I was working toward one, so I just had to go for it. But then the other big thing is that my mom, with whom I'm currently living, if you didn't know, I'm currently living with my mom, younger sister, and younger brother. She wants to move to Georgia this summer, and so the plan is that I'm gonna be moving with her to Georgia. So that's definitely different. I'm gonna have to change schools, and I'm gonna have to take a year off of school so I can get in-state tuition, so I can be like a citizen of Georgia kind of thing, because out-of-state tuition sucks so bad. It's so much more expensive. But hopefully they have a good English degree program there. I assume it can't be worse, because honestly I don't like the one at my current school. It focuses way too much on adult literature, and I don't mean adult, like that, like bad content, inappropriate content. I just mean I don't care about the topics that are in those. I'd rather read young adult or middle school fantasy kind of novels, that kind of thing. And we have to take 5 required literature courses in this degree program, so it just really sucks for me. It's just so boring and tedious, and I'm never going to use it ever, So I'm hoping that the next degree program will be better. I hope that the schooling will be good. I hope that financial aid will still be good, or maybe that I could get grade-based scholarships there, because I can't here, and so my 3.94 to 4.0, you know, I'm kind of within that range, is just wasted. But yeah, so Georgia this summer, that's a big thing. That's the biggest thing that's happening this year that I'm aware of. So if you want any sort of update, there you go. Of course, it shouldn't affect YouTube much, if at all. It'll really just mean like, hey, I'll have a new background. Or if I'm like lazy or just get caught off guard, I might have to take a break from videos for a little bit, you know, in order to, you know, because if we're packing everything up and moving, and I like underestimate how long I'm gonna be without my computer, or how long without internet even, then I might be, you know, down on some videos. But I'm gonna try to keep up with it all. At least, you know, Monday through Thursday, I try to keep. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes things happen, sometimes they don't. I am pretty far behind on Ruby reactions, as some of you have pointed out. And it's not that they didn't block me from it exactly, or ban me from doing it or anything. They haven't contacted me at all, in fact. But when I actually post the Let's Watches where I include the episode, even though to my, you know, knowledge, I'm following all the guidelines that they presented, that was the only reason I started making the Let's Watch Ruby instead of just Ruby reactions in the first place. Despite me trying to follow the guidelines, they keep globally blocking my videos. I don't know why. So it's not a copyright strike, but it's, you know, like a global block on top of monetization, which I expected. I just don't understand why the block is in place. So, I just kind of, I know that I could keep doing Ruby reactions where it's just me and you guys sync up the video on your own, but it's just kind of been a bummer. And so I've wanted to figure it out first. So I sent them, you know, like a couple emails, and I tried to get in touch in different ways, and I'm just kind of hoping to hear back. At some point, you know, and soon probably, I'm sure I'll give up and just start posting reactions again and Let's Watches, and they'll just be blocked and whatever. I'll do what I can to like submit counter notifications or whatnot. But yeah, I really don't understand why Rooster Teeth is being like this. And you might say that it was an automatic thing, but then I've submitted counter notifications in the past, and then YouTube comes back with a message like, oh, they reviewed the claim and said that their claim was still valid, which to me means that it's not automatic, because how can you automatically review something? Because I feel like the point is, if I submit a counter notification, that would mean they would have to actually like pay attention to that thing and actually view it themselves. And so if they do that, and they still say it's valid, that's not automatic. That's them saying something's wrong with how I was doing the Let's Watch series, and I have no idea because they won't actually tell me straight up what I'm doing wrong. But if it is automatic, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so at some point I'll get back to that, I'm sure, but for now I'm not. As for Let's Watch Sword Art Online Abridged, you guys might have seen I did get out episode, was that episode 8? 7? It's one of those. And that was, I loved that episode. That was a really good episode. But unfortunately, it was blocked shortly afterward, and I got a copyright strike for it. Huzzah! Just like I expected. So I submitted a counter notification, and the counter notification was rejected by YouTube, it said. It's like, you're not meeting some of the requirements, but it didn't tell me what the requirements were, and I didn't, like, leave out anything. Like, I've never included more than I included in this counter notification, so I don't understand what the issue is. And they didn't help at all. So I included one more thing, like I included the URL of the video in question, hoping that that would help, because that was one of the supposed requirements, even though I've never needed it before, and I don't know why it would be necessary, because you can see what video the counter notification is on, because it's on that video, you know? Like, it's, I don't know. But hopefully that'll be sorted out sooner rather than later. But because of how YouTube's copyright system works, the people who gave me the strike in the first place have basically 2 months to answer me. And so they could just wait that entire 2 months, so I'll have the strike and the video will be blocked and everything for 2 whole months. And then if they don't answer, then I get the video back. But that's a sixth of a year, guys. That's really stupid. I hate the YouTube copyright system so much, to be perfectly honest. I think that it's stupidly rigged, because it's just, it doesn't favor like us at all. I think that if, you know, someone claims or, you know, puts a strike on a video, they have to provide proof, because if I'm defending and I have to provide proof, then they should have to provide proof in the first place too, because otherwise, I don't know, like, I know that they're not trying to like hurt anyone, and I understand that creators need a certain amount of defense, and like the creator of Sword Art Online, for instance, you know, I get that. It's just that the system is stupid, because I hate getting the message like, actually, they viewed the claim and they decided their claim was still valid. Like, no, don't let them decide the claim is valid. Make them prove that their claim is valid. They can't just make a decision, because, of course, they're gonna say that it's valid if they can. If you're not gonna, like, you know, uphold anything or like hold them to any specific standards. So it's really annoying. I hate the system. Anyway, that was basically just about Sword Art Online Abridged. I am still enjoying the series. I do still plan on pursuing it. It's just that I have to deal with these copyright strikes before I can go any farther. So, or any further. So yeah, just be aware that that is a thing. And yeah, do I have any other specific plans for my channel? No, I never really have had any grand plans, and I still don't. I'm just trying to upload 2 series consistently, you know, between Monday and Thursday. And that was thrown off for a while because of my Ruby uploads and because I was playing Batman Telltale series. And I started playing that as soon as episode 1 was out, which meant that I had to wait for episode 2 to come out, and then after that I had to wait for episode 3 to come out, and so my uploads were really staggered, and trying to find something to post in between that was really complicated for me. Because I don't like starting a game and then abandoning it. I like to pick a game and then play it to completion. Not necessarily 100%ing the game, but beating like the main story kind of thing. So, I'm finally back on a regular schedule again with, you know, Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds and Fran Bow now as the second series. So that's what you can expect until I beat those games from Monday through Thursday. And I try to keep them on the same day too, you know, so I try to keep like Link Between Worlds on Monday and Wednesday and Fran Bow Tuesday, Thursday. Sometimes if I'm like running late at night or something, like if I get home from my evening class and I'm just dead tired or whatever and can't record, then I might just edit footage that I had before, so you might get like Link Between Worlds on Monday and Tuesday and then Fran Bow Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. But within Monday through Thursday, the plan is to get Link Between Worlds and Fran Bow. And so if things happen, but that's the plan. As for, you know, Friday through Sunday, things might happen and they might not, you know. I'm kind of just, you know, I'm willing to give myself a break on those days, and you guys can catch up on other videos because I'm sure you subscribe to a lot of people. And I think I put out a lot of content too. I mean, if you need something else to watch from me during the weekends, I would recommend my Pokemon Sun Let's Play, because so far I've done all of that on Twitch. I think I've had 4 sessions now, at least 3, I think 4. And they've been about 3 hours each. So if you haven't watched those on Twitch, I've uploaded the streams in their entirety, so no editing. Bonus for me, bonus for you, just so it's kind of like you were there, you know. You could find those, you know, in my videos. You could just search Pokemon Sun and you'll find it if you need something to watch. But yeah, I don't think that I really have anything else to update you guys with. Like, life's going fine for me. This month has been sucky as far as revenue goes, but I heard that January just sucks for everyone, like all content creators. I've hardly written any more of my story. I still need to go back to one of my other stories and like add a chunk, because I thought about this whole thing. I'm like, oh, I could add this and this chapter would be more exciting and kind of have more of a purpose, but now I need to rethink it because I'm not sure that it exactly makes sense as far as all the logic goes. Like, in a lot of places, yeah, but then I think there's kind of one glaring error, so we'll have to work through that. I don't know. And then in the other one, I was writing consistently. November, if you didn't know, is National Novel Writing Month, and so during November, I was actually writing consistently. I was getting, like, every day, trying to get at least 1,000 words written. But then my computer died, if you remember that whole episode. My computer died, and so I just haven't written since then, so kind of bad on me. But, you know, having my computer die and then being sick for so long and then, like, immediately jumping into, you know, a semester of college again, it just threw me off. So I'm trying to keep up with work and school and then just kind of my general life and all the other side things like, you know, writing or whatever. That's kind of on the back burner for now. But yeah, I think that's about it. That's all that's coming to my mind, at least. If you want, let me know how you guys are doing in the comments below. This will, again, be the last Patreon update video and thank you video for quite a while, at least. You know, I don't know if I will ever come back to this, but if you guys still want update videos now and then, just kind of like this, just super chill and just me talking, you guys can let me know, and maybe I could still do that. But yeah, you're gonna have to let me know, otherwise I probably just won't put forth the effort. If you guys didn't know, I'm a procrastinator, and if I don't need to do something, I probably won't do the thing. And if I don't, like, have a deadline, then I'll probably just keep putting it off and off and off, that kind of thing. That's just how I am. That's how I function. It's not exactly the best way. I just know. I'm just aware that that's how I am. So yeah, let me know about stuff. I love you guys. You're awesome. And with that, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!